Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Hari Om, Jai Ma. So we were looking at Prashna Upanishad, in which we saw the significance of the Upanishad, the meaning of the word Upanishad, and the place of Upanishad in Vedas. So Upanishad, being a knowledge portion of the Veda, is also called Vedanta. Vedanta means the end portion of Vedas, where all different kind of rituals and action-based gains are being dealt with, and now only and only absolute knowledge is being given. That part is called Upanishad or Vedanta. Vedasya Anta, like an end portion or final message of Vedas. Okay, Vedanta is equal to final message, ultimate message of Veda. And there are so many Upanishads, and out of hundreds of Upanishad, say around 108 Upanishad is been considered proper, or maybe they are been endorsed by the acharyas, the scholars. And out of 108, there are 10 principal Upanishad. The 10 Upanishads are been prime, which person should study first, and then if a person has still more time and energy left, one can go for the another Upanishad. And these 10 Upanishads are also been decorated or given more light by Bhagwan Shankaracharya. He has written the commentary over these 10 Upanishads. So that makes this 10 Upanishads even more significant. Okay. Prashna Upanishad, which is a part of Atharvana Veda, there is a series of questions asked to the teacher, and teacher is answering the question. So there is a question answer conversational form teaching is there, and that's why the name is given, title of this Upanishad is given Prashna Upanishad. Basically, it's been marked that in a Shruti, any Upanishad like given particular name
is based on very first word or very first mantra's first word, based on that the name has been given. Okay, so not much of significance this any name carries, because the very first word of the very first mantra is such. For example, Ishavasya Upanishad. So the very first mantra itself, Ishavasya Midagam Sarvam, like that. Okay, like Keno Upanishad, we have seen that also. So over there also that Kene Shitam Patati Preshitam Mana, the Kena, just like that. Okay, and sometimes the author, okay, if author is known by chance, that by name of the author is been given the name, like a Katha Upanishad. So Kathaka Upanishad, that way also has been seen. Or there is a branch of Vedas which is Kathaka, that way also is the name is given. So basically name is given just to distinguish it from another set of Upanishads, that's all. So with that we can enter into this Upanishad, and each Upanishad is also adorned with the Shanti Mantra, peace invocation, which is the prayer done by student and teacher both, especially the student, just like any other prayer, here also there is a prayer for success in teaching. It is that simple. But it's very intelligent prayer rather, in which student knows what are one's own limitations. Student is seeking exactly what it wants, what he or she wants, and student is ready for hard work. Student is ready for long hard work. That's fine, But I want proper tools, I want proper guidance, I want proper environment, I want hurdle or obstacle less environment, external and internal. Okay, and I'm ready to put for my all efforts. I have to put my 100% in this pursuit. I'm ready for that. Okay, so such kind of attitude this student is having, and with that attitude, student is asking to God. Not directly, okay, God, give me knowledge. I'll just sit down, do nothing, and you give me knowledge. No. That way, nobody can give the knowledge. Nobody can get the knowledge also. Why? Because knowledge can be gained only once we are qualified for that. Our intellect is subtle enough, our mind is pure enough, then and then this knowledge can dawn. Okay. Otherwise, it can stay as an information only. To the Upanishad, that Shanti mantra, I'll chant. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Vedaha. Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Devaha. Bhadram Pashye Maksha Bhirya Jatraha. Sthirairangai Istuštuvagam Sastanubhihi. Vyashema Deva Hitai Yadayuhu. Swasti na Indro Vruddashravaha. Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha. Swasti nastarshyo Arishtanemihi. Swasti no Bruhaspatir Dadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yeah, so that's the Vedic prayer, and the prayer is also quite deep also. It denotes various aspects of one's own personality and cosmos, and in general there is a prayer for conducive inner and external environment for studies. Okay, so I'll just go with the word meanings first. So Om, that's again name of Paramatma, the Lord, and that's the very first sign or the name of Lord, Om. Bhadram Karne Bhi Shrunuyama Devaha. there is a prayer to gods that karne bhihi means through my ears I hear which is auspicious. May I hear auspicious things. May I hear which is giving me a boost towards evolution. May I hear inspiring words. Okay. Because the fact is, we don't have control over the external situation after a certain extent. Because external situation is not in our hand, we may have to hear something which is inauspicious, which may deviate us, from our goal, because our mind starts thinking in the direction what we hear. See, for example, I say Narmada. So again, our mind will start imagining Narmada. We are at Narmada river right now. But if I just say Himalaya, so again, our mind will go there, Himalaya. Same way somebody else says elephant, our mind goes there. So mind follows the words what mind hears. It naturally happens. So we travel, or our mind travel based on words, riding on the words. Okay. So it's very crucial what we hear. Okay. Okay. We can control to a certain extent. Beyond that, I pray to Bhagavan, to Lord, that may my daytime would be filled up with these auspicious sounds. It may be a satsanga. Let it be satsanga every day or forever. It can be a very conducive and very progressive discussion, like that. But it has to be auspicious. And the gods are more powerful than us, so they can design or redesign things for us. It's like we should know what we are, or we want to pray. What we are looking for, we should know, so that our prayer would be precise. So here, the one area of gaining knowledge, which is ears, is being dealt with. And second area of gaining knowledge is eyes, because these two senses we use most in order to transact in our daily life. Eyes and ears. Okay. So in the area of eyes, now there is a prayer. It says, Bhadram Pashyema Akshabhihi Yajatraha. Means Akshabhihi Bhadram Pashyema. Through eyes may I see what is auspicious. And most auspicious is naturally our perception updated such a way that I see glory of God everywhere. Okay. I see what is positive around us. I see positivity in people around me. And especially, I see God's glory everywhere. Because it is a fact that, as we perceive, so will be the vision around us. So will be the picture around us, based on my perception. Okay. So he is not literally looking at a particular object, but have my perception in such a way that it's auspicious all the time. See, no matter how wicked a person is, there is some goodness, and especially core of that wicked person is a consciousness principle, or there is a God residing in one's own heart. So may I see that? May I see positive things? Of course, I am trying my best to see positivity, but beyond my limit or my capacity, I want some external help. So that's what he's asking. Because this study or this pursuit of gaining knowledge is a long journey. It's not like a 1 hour or 2 only. It's a long journey. So throughout this journey, may my mind remain stable in the studies, and for that it is necessary that my ears and eyes don't get distracted by the plurality and negativity of the world. Okay. And then there is a further request, further prayer, that my limbs, my physical body be steady. Because physical body, physical health is very much necessary. So there is no such prayer that, okay, please take care of me, give me money, take care of my family, and may I live long, no disease, may happy, and do nothing. No such prayer. No such insensitive or like an immature prayer. No. Okay. It has its own significance at particular realm. It's fine, because if we ask to God anything, yes, it's fine. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva. You are my parents, so I ask anything. But here, grown-up child is asking, basically. Okay. So that's what. So student knows what exactly I need in order to have the successful transmission of the knowledge. And that's what he's asking. And with that, we can enter into the Upanishad. This Upanishad, I'll just give you an overview, is having 6 sections, total 6 sections. Just like other Upanishad, where in a Katha Upanishad 6 sections, in Mundaka Upanishad also 6 sections. So here also 6 sections. And very interesting, the students are also 6 in this Upanishad. There are 6 students. The teachers are not 6. Teacher is 1 only. So there's 1 teacher, the Guru 1, and 6 disciples, the students. So naturally we can imagine that how there are 6 sections, because each student is asking a question. An answer to that question is a 1 section. Okay. And that way it's been designed. Okay. So in the beginning of each section, there is a question by 1 particular disciple, and the rest of the section is the answer from the teacher. Okay. And that way we have 6 sections. Now, I'll enter into the Upanishad with the very first section and very first mantra of the section 1. Again, mantra 1 and 2 is introduction to this Upanishad. How we enter into the Upanishad, and what are these disciples, who is this, the Guru over here, and some background of these disciples and Guru also has been mentioned over here. Now, what this mantra 1 says, there are the names of 6 disciples. I'll just read out the names. Sukeshah Bharadwaja, Shaibya Satyakamaha, Sauryaryani Gargyah, Kaushalya Ashwalayanah, Bhargavah Vaidarbhihi, Kabandhi Katyayanah. So there is a pair of name is for 1 disciple, basically. Like for example, Sukesha Bharadwaja. So Bharadwaja is like Bharadwaj is a Gotra, lineage, Bharadwaj Rishi. From that lineage, this person, Sukesha, is belonging to. Okay. Same way, Shaibya Satyakamaha. Shaibya is a Shibi Rishi's son. Okay. So Rishi's son also is going to elsewhere, some other Rishi, for gaining the knowledge. Okay. And his quality is what? Satyakamaha. He is speaking only truth. He is truthful throughout his life. Then Sauryaryani Gargyah. Again, there is a Gotra, Garga Rishi, Garga Gotra. Gotra means lineage. and the disciple's name is Sauryayani. Same way, Kaushalya Ashwalayana. There is a rishi, the sage, his name is Ashwalayana, his son. And again, Bhargavaha Vaidarbhihi. Vaidarbhihi is name of disciple, and Bhrugu Rishi's lineage he is coming from. And Kabandi Katyayanaha. Kabandi is the name of the disciple, and again this Katyayana, again he is a Katya Rishi's son, Katyayana. It goes that way. So 6 disciples, rather, I would say, they travel to particular distance. They have a very distinct and very pious background, because they come from the very, very auspicious or very pure family background. Means their upbringing is conducive to the religion or spirituality. Their upbringing is proper, so that their base conditioning is positive. Their base conditioning is conducive for gaining the knowledge. Rather, their base conditioning is conducive for doing higher spiritual practice. From where they stand, the higher spiritual practice, to do higher spiritual practice, we need that inner mental environment. If inner mental environment is not conducive, opposite, even though intellectually we think that okay, this higher practice is good for us, we may not pick it. Why? Because my mind is not supporting. At times my environment is also not supporting. So all these things are very conducive to these 6 disciples, and this is how they have grown. And
it's 11 o'clock.
I don't know.
It is 11.
What time it is?
It's 11 o'clock.
It's after 11.
Yeah.
We've missed it, I think, already.
Okay.
So till what time then?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Probably at 11:30.
Okay. So this is how they were brought up, and as a result, because of that conducive environment, spiritual practices, they are qualified as well. What is the qualification? Ete brahmaparaha brahmanishtaha. These all 6 disciples are brahmanistha. Brahmapara means they have gained this Brahman knowledge. So now the question comes, if they have gained this knowledge of Brahman, why they came to this guru, another guru? What's the point coming over here? Because that's the motive of coming to particular guru. So the point is that Brahma has also some distinctions, types. One is called Saguna Brahma with quality. Another is a Nirguna Brahma without quality, without attributes, highest ones. So here, Saguna Brahma, or the Brahman with quality, till that level they have gone. Okay. See, Brahman with the quality also is very interesting to understand. See, as an individual, we may have a knowledge or skill set of various different things. Okay. Some many gross things. Okay. Some business or economics, or some particular skills, say IT or medical, etc., law, etc. Apart from that, in the area of spirituality, one may have the knowledge of one particular vidya, which is subtler than this worldly area of knowledge. Now, these 6 disciples are having a special knowledge or they are established into a very special level. What is that? Brahma Para or Saguna Brahma Para, what I said. Here Brahma means the God with attribute or the universal consciousness with attribute. Means these disciples, based on their own level of being, level of purity and self-efforts, and of course grace of Guru and God, they have attained the height where they are connected with the cosmic consciousness with attribute. Saguna Brahma Para, Saguna Brahma Nishtha means that. For example, as a bhakta, as a devotee, I may be connected with my Guru or my Ishta Devata. Okay. And I feel the Ishta Devata so much so that I can feel his presence. Okay. His guidance I can recognize like that. No? But that Ishta Devata or that Guru is in one particular body for me. But his higher form is this cosmos. When I connect with my Guru or my Ishta Devata, which is in form of this cosmos, that is called Brahmanishta. These 6 disciples have gained this particular stage. So they are not like any individual with some misery or miserable fellows. No. They have gained a particular height in their spiritual pursuit as well. But beyond that also there is something to gain. They know that also. They have tried their level best, but they failed. Because this attribute-less reality to gain, to approach, to rise to that level is not that easy. Is hardest most in this world. Okay. Because it's not to gain somewhere. It's everywhere. It's within me, rather it's me. But I cannot see myself other than this individual BMI, body, mind and intellect. Or rather, I can see myself as individual, a Chetana or consciousness principle with individuality. And I am connected with the cosmos, okay, that also I know. So that much level of spirituality these 6 disciples is having. So that way we can understand this student of Upanishad is no ordinary. Okay. They have not just came just by chance to this Rishi's ashram and just thinking that by the time if we are here, let us just take some knowledge also. No. With firm determination, they have led their life, they have gained particular height in this knowledge, and beyond that knowledge they want certain help, distinct help, and for that they have approached the Guru, the teacher. Okay. So, and these 6 disciples approached whom? He says, Bhagavantam Pippaladam Upasannaha. Now here Pippalada is the name of the teacher in this Upanishad. Approached, Upasanna means approached. They approached the teacher. It's never otherwise. The student approaches the teacher. Tad vijnanartham saguru meva bhigachet samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Elsewhere it's been said that way, that for that knowledge one would approach the teacher who is qualified. because teacher also should be qualified. It's not like anybody can become a teacher with the long beard or anything. External particular get-up can never make the one particular person a teacher. One may have that get-up, but the more important or the most important is the knowledge one is living. Okay, so here the same, and Pipaladam, that teacher of this Upanishad, is not ordinary. Okay, and that's why there is a one attribute, one adjective given here to his name, Bhagavantam. Say Bhagavan. You know, Bhagavan Shivananji, Bhagavan Raman Maharshi. Why we say that? Because we see over there complete, everything is complete. You know, our external form is only like us. Inside everything is full, complete. He is Bhagavan. He is all knowledgeable. There is nothing left to be known for him or her. Okay, Bhagavan. So here also same thing. The Brahmagna, the knower of the Brahman, is also called Bhagavan. Okay. Why? Because one is having a full mastery over one's own BMI, body, mind and intellect. There is no trace of ignorance in one, because this ignorance only makes us or keeps us individual, makes a barrier between me and the world, me and the others, me and the God, etc. And when this ignorance is broken, we know that forever we were only one only. There was no manyness. Manyness was apparent just like a dream. Okay. So that particular clarity, just like a daylight sun, is having in Guru, and that's why to revere Guru's knowledge, just to recognize Guru's knowledge, we say Bhagavan. Okay, like that. Okay, there is a proper awareness that yes, we should not take it literally. Okay, there are certain things which related to physical body level, which what I go through, that definitely that his or her body also will go through, with some changes here and there. Okay, but inner being is like Bhagavan. So here the same, the disciples also approach the teacher who is Bhagavan, and Samitpanayah, again they go with some needful things which might be helpful to the teacher in his or her daily life. Because teacher is not lacking anything. There is nothing which can fill the teacher, because teacher is already full, complete, purna. But as far as the physical body is concerned, there are some needs. There are some requirements which are basics. So in early time, what were the requirements? Because teacher generally used to live in jungle or like a countryside, bank of the river, etc. So no electricity earlier. So everything like a we need fire, and we need, for the fire we need a wood. You know, so the disciple would definitely take the wood, dry wood, because it will be readily available to make a fire. Okay. So whatever is needed for a teacher's daily life, the basics, or rather anything which is needed by the teacher, disciples carries along, because it said that we should not go empty-handed to the Guru, we should not go empty-handed to the even kings, we should not go empty-handed to the Bhagavan. Something, say sweet or flower or money or anything which might be needed over there, we should take as an offering. So here all the disciples also take as an offering something needful, and then approaches the teacher and says, okay, Eshaha tat sarvam vakshyati. What is the motive to approach this teacher is that, okay, whatever I don't know, whatever area of knowledge I am seeking, he will answer. He will give me that knowledge. Okay. Okay. So with that motive is clear. I want to gain the knowledge. Okay. With that motive, it's the purest, most motive. Of course, they approach the teacher. And again, time.
Quarter past 11.
Okay, we have 15 minutes.
Yeah, what about you?
I'm fine. One more mantra we can take, and then we'll see whatever. Huh? So now the second mantra also is a part of a background process, setting the stage of teaching. Second mantra I'll chant. Tan hasa rushi uruvacha bhuya eva tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya samvatsaram samvatsyatha yatha kamam prashnan pruchhata yadi vignasyamaha sarvam havo vakshyama iti. Now there comes a googly. There comes the trick. Okay, the trick comes. What the trick is? The Rishi says, the Rishi again, Rushiti Janati. Rishi is not necessarily long beard one. That what Swami Chinmaya says. Rishi is the one who has knowledge of self, who knows who am I, who is clear without any doubt. And there is no question of forgetting that knowledge also. It is effortless knowledge. That is Rishi. Okay. So Rishi says to that 6 disciples, Bhuya eva samvatsara samvatsyatha. You do one. You have questions? Okay, keep the questions aside. You stay in the ashram for 1 full year. Precondition. You stay in the ashram for 1 full year, and not that stay as a guest. No. Be a part of the ashram. Ashramite become. And in the ashram, 1 full year, not that you will just enjoy the luxury, and just sit back and relax for 1 year. No. Tapasa brahmacharyena shraddhaya. Do tapas. Do penance over here. Okay. Staying in ashram, the very first penance is that we follow the ashram discipline. That's very first penance that comes. Second penance, help maintain the ashram. And here, over here in this case, whatever duties are being assigned by teacher, follow it. And that all. And apart from that, if the time is left, do your private, personal, spiritual practice. Okay, so that's one, that's the tapas. Second, he says, brahmacharyena. Means, you should have the personal level discipline, not only because I see you or somebody else is seeing you, that time only I remain in discipline. And when I am in my personal room, private room, I do whatever I want. No. Here brahmacharya means discipline. And that's why I said, the sukharthi chet tyajet vidya, vidyarthi chet tyajet sukham. Sukharthinaha kuto vidya, vidyarthinaha kuto sukham. That's the subhashitam, or like a wise words. It says that those who wants pleasure, just easy gala time, they should forget about knowledge. Period. And those who seek knowledge, they should forget about gala time. Period. Because those who seek the pleasure, for them, where is the knowledge? There is only a vague wish in their mind. Their mind is also not capable enough. They don't have inner environment, don't have capacity to pursue for the long. No. And those who want to gain the knowledge, they should forget the pleasures or gala time. Why? Because they cannot afford losing time in just time pass. They cannot afford. They cannot afford their consciousness to just roam around in this normal way of life. Here the same. Here again, discipline. Take one's own level of discipline higher and higher. And that's why the higher the being of the seeker, spiritual seeker, the one will be higher in the level of discipline also. Not only at the level of physical body or at the level of one's own physical actions, but also at the level of mind and intellect also. One will have higher and higher discipline at the level of the emotions one entertains, the thoughts one entertains. Over there also one will have a higher and higher level of discipline. That is brahmacharya. Okay, at different levels, not only at the physical, but the mental also, intellectual also. Okay, many a thing ought not to be done. One follows that, and as one follows, the higher discipline will dawn on one's own intellect also, or one will gain some knowledge from external world also, because universe helps. The universe also gives the signals. The person will say, okay, maybe I need to do this also now. I'm established into one level of discipline. Now the way forward is this higher level of discipline for me. So this is how it goes. Okay, and here in this case, the guru is right in front, because disciple is living in the ashram, so the guru will guide also. Okay, to go the higher level of disciplines. At the same time, whatever the shortcomings in the personalities are, the guru observes and will give a particular type of practice to eradicate or come out of these shortcomings. So all this process happens in this particular environment of tapas, brahmacharya and shraddha. Have faith in guru also, have faith in this teaching, faith in this, the knowledge of the guru, and having faith in this ultimate knowledge also. Such knowledge exists, which I am looking for. Brahman exists, what I am looking for. So all these combinations are a must. Okay, so with these combinations, you stay here. Not just literally stay, like a stone. I don't want such stones. Okay, just stay here with tapas, attitude of tapas, attitude of brahmacharya, attitude of shraddha, the faith, for 1 long years. And after that, after 1 year is finished, yatha kamam prashnan pruchhata. After 1 year, you ask whatever you want. Not now. Okay, so that's the googly. Not now. After 1 year, you can ask a question. And there is another googly also, what it says, yadi vignasyama sarvam vakshyama. What will be from my side? If I know that answer, I'll say. Means, after 1 year of this long penance and rigorous stay, you ask the question. If I know the answer, I'll answer. Means what it shows. Generally what we think, that he may not know the answer. That's why he says like that. Okay. But actually the fact is, he says out of humility, because he's a rishi, he's a Bhagavan, he said. he is knower of truth. He knows, but he doesn't claim such a way that, okay, I know everything and you ask me anything, I'll answer. No. Even Bhashyakar, Bhagwan Shankaracharya also says in his commentary that it shows that there is no garva, no arrogance of knowledge over here. It shows that. Okay. Amanitvam means arrogance, lessness in his personality. There is a perfect humility in one's own personality. I remember Ma also used to say, na, मैं तो बच्ची हूँ, ना, like that, है ना, मैं तो बच्ची हूँ. So that's a humility of the great height, such a great height. So here also the same, that yes, if I happen to know, I'll answer. Okay. So the student should have utmost faith in the teacher. Then and then, student will stay 1 year with such right attitude, and then there will be a time for the knowledge gaining. Okay, so that's the background over here. So we can think of that, okay, for 1 year the student and teacher are staying together, and we can continue after 1 year. पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Jai Mata.